James Helder, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. We're quite fortunate enough to be in Monte Carlo. The sun is absolutely shining. With me, I've got trainer extraordinaire Joe Gallagher. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, James. Good to see you here, mate.
Thanks, mate.
I tell you what, you pulled a lottery ticket here, didn't you? They left Coogan, whereas in Scotland or London, and
he's on his way to London as we speak.
Is he? Yeah.
So in the work.
Lovely though, isn't it? Lovely, James.
Yeah, he's really nice out here. The reason we're out here, obviously, the World Boxing Super Series has got the draw tonight. Your fighter, Callum Smith, is seeded number 2, I do believe.
Yeah, that's correct.
Talk to me a little bit firstly about this tournament and how did you and Callum happen to get involved?
Well, I think everyone knows the Darrell situation. We've been mandatory for 18 months. We stepped aside so Badou Jack could fight James DeGale. That happened in January, and then Badou Jack vacated. They made Callum Smith v Darrell. That was to happen on May the 27th. It got put back then again, and we agreed contractually wise September the 9th in LA. And then they came back last week and decided that they wanted to move it again. And enough was enough, and there were rumours that they were on about moving it back again further till October. And Callum was just stagnating. He wanted to fight, and then this opportunity presented itself, and it's the first of its kind. I know there was the Super 6, but as a knockout tournament, quarter-final, semi-final. And it's just too good of an opportunity to turn down. And when you've got the fighters like Chris Eubank, George Groves, Bramer, Scotland, there's a good strong field of super middleweights in this. There's the WBA world titles in it, so, and to be the first to become the Muhammad Ali champion as well, obviously that's a very prestige thing in itself, that they've managed to get Muhammad Ali's name to the tournament as well.
I mean, there is a prestigious lineup of fighters, as you mentioned, some there. Who, Callum Smith's side, do you feel will be sort of in the latter stages? Who do you expect to see in them later stages of the tournament?
I think Yildirim, the Turk, is a good fighter, strong fighter. Robert Brandt's a good fighter. He's learning all the time. He's voted, I think, America's exciting prospect in the middleweight division for 2017. Spars regular with Charlo, Spence. Well schooled, so he's a good fighter. Yeah, but like you say, there's no easy fight in the tournament. I don't think. Obviously with Jamie Cox, Chris Eubank, George Groves, obviously Bramer, can he make the weight? I see people asking the questions. It is what it is, and like I said, we're looking forward to the draw tonight now and getting out and fighting.
Now Callum Smith, as we mentioned, is seeded number 2. So George Groves is 1. He will have his pick. Yeah. Who are you expecting George Groves to choose?
I don't know. There's a lot of rumours over here that he may pick Jamie Cox first, Scotland, but George, as you know, him and I'm sure his training team, Shane and them, would have studied everyone that's in it and made the right choice. So yeah, we'll just wait and see, and whoever he picks, we'll decide who we pick.
How confident are you that Callum Smith will be victorious in this tournament? I know you wouldn't have entered it if you guys didn't think you were going to win it, but talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think so much as getting in it to win it, but it's also to get in and get active and fighting against the best. That's what Callum wanted to do. I seen the bookies have made Callum a favourite, and I said to Callum, that's ludicrous. You're untested at this division when you've got the likes like Bramer, George Groves that fought a world title over a number of times. You haven't been there yet, so there's plenty of hype about you. You've got to go out and show everyone out that they're the real deal. So it's flattering to see that he's been made favourite, but when you've got good fighters like Eubank, Groves, Bramer in it, Yildirim, it's a good fight. And like you say, to go into it and then this time next year be coming out of the tournament as the number 1 and as the champion, like you say, the doors will open wide open for him, and the profile and everything else. And you know yourself, James, being around here for the short time you have, there's a feel that there's a big event on here tonight, do you understand? And yeah, I think it's got to be huge, this.
Now, coming away from this, I want to talk about some stuff that we've seen going on. Anthony CROLLA, potentially Ricky Burns clash. Can you confirm this is in the pipeline? What's going on?
No, I seen it was very funny. I seen Eddie the other day in Monte Carlo, and he must have gone home and got Peter Sims, Charlie Sims, everyone in that gym to start tweeting out Kevin Mitchell, Anthony CROLLA. Eddie knows the game. Eddie knows Anthony CROLLA's had 5 very hard fights back to back from when he come back from his injury. Anthony, he said to me last year, beginning of this year, I think we'll bring Anthony back in Monte Carlo. So I think that's where Anthony will fight. I'll have his comeback fight in Monte Carlo, get back, get a win, and we can do the Burns fight if that's still there in February, March time next year. But get your gym mates to start tweeting out and get the fight. Eddie Hearn knows the money that Anthony CROLLA wants for the fight. If he pays the money, then the fight will happen. If he doesn't pay the money, then it won't happen, and Anthony CROLLA will most probably take the date that was offered to him last year and this year for Monte Carlo this year, which is at the end of this year. So that's where we stand at it, and that's where it will remain to be seen. So,
is there any updates you can give us regarding Paul Butler? We've seen that he's separated from his manager in Frank Warren and promoter. What's going on with Butler?
Listen, I don't know. I seen this week when I was out here, no, was it before I came away here, there's a thing that had been released, and that was it. As far as I know, I think when I spoke to his dad, they had the Jamie McDonnell fight. For whatever reason, that hasn't happened now, and listen, I think they've all left amicably, shook hands, moved on, and they haven't ruled out the possibility of working again further on down the line. So yeah, that was it. Paul's in the gym. He is a bit of a gym rat. I've been really impressed with him since he's come to me. He's in the gym, he's training, he's learning all the time, and I'll speak to his dad when I get back and see what his dad wants to do and where he wants to take him and what he wants to do with him. So that's it.
You've got a stable full of lads, different levels and all aspects of everyone working together, different levels, different styles, different fighters. Is it hard to manage everyone in the stable that you have? Because you've got quite a big stable at the minute, Joe.
Yeah, I think logistically wise it can be, but I think all the lads seem to get all the time that they need, the one-on-one time, the training. Like you see, we've just seen Natasha Jonas just added to the team now, and she had a great professional debut. And I've said to Eddie here, I'm very keen to push Tasha quick and get her a world title fight, in the same way that you look at Claressa Shields over in America. Also, like you said, we've just got a massive season coming up. Liam Smith, Liam Williams rematch. Obviously the return of Anthony CROLLA, Callum Smith. So there's all these fighters, all big fights, and yeah, it's just about giving them the right amount of time and pads, sitting down. We seem to manage it well, and I know there's the results that haven't gone our way of late, and listen, you're there to be shot at, and that's just the way it is. And but the lads will come again, they'll dust themselves down, and we're ready to go again this season.
This weekend we've got a big weekend of boxing. In particular, one fight I'd like to pick out is Josh Taylor taking on Ohara Davies. Now, a lot of people have sort of been getting behind Davies. He seems to be gaining a lot more momentum, shall we say, over the last sort of couple of weeks. What are your thoughts on that as a fight, Joe?
No, I think it's a really good fight, interesting fight. Is it a bit soon for Josh Taylor? I don't know. Did Ohara Davies really have to take this fight? No, not really. Fair play to him. He had a high ranking with the WBC, if I understand, but Ohara Davies just wants to fight. He seems that type of kid. Didn't back down from the challenge, willing to go up there tonight now and fight Josh Taylor. Was impressed with Josh Taylor in his fights up to now as a debut. I think the one in America, I don't know whether it was nerves or over there, didn't seem to shine over there as much as it did do, but I think there's an awful lot of pressure tonight on Josh Taylor over there. He's got the crowd behind him, and it depends as a fighter if you can use that to your advantage, in the same way that I'd say CROLLA uses the crowd to his advantage, one of my fighters, or the crowd can go against you when there's just too much pressure and you can choke on Broadway, and that'll be interesting to see tonight. I don't know with the mind games and Josh Taylor trying to get into each other's head psychologically, but I think if Josh Taylor boxes, doesn't get involved, he could run out points. If he does get involved and he wants to shoot out, Ohara Davies is a very heavy-handed kid, and I think he wouldn't have took the fight if he didn't think he could win and go up there to Scotland. It's an interesting fight, and it's a hard one to pick. Like you say, as much as Josh Taylor at the weigh-in and the head-to-heads, everyone seems he's losing it. I do feel with Shane in the corner, he'll be very calm, he'll box, he'll stick to a game plan, and they won't want to take no risk against Ohara Davies. It'll be safety first and get a win on points.
Talk us through what will happen now through the rest of the day and the evening. What's your schedule for you and Callum Smith? What's going to go on from here?
Yeah, but listen, it's nice being here in Monte Carlo, but we've had a full schedule, full itinerary the last couple of days with weigh-ins, photo shoots, video shoots, interviews. We did a video shoot this morning, and now we're just chilling, having a little bit to eat, and then we're going over there at 8 o'clock doing a dress rehearsal, and then it's at 11 o'clock tonight. It goes live on certain platforms. I think it's on the World Boxing Series website, live stream. So yeah, that's it now. We're just trying to catch a bit of sunshine.
All right, well listen, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. We've kept it quite short today.
Yeah,
it just makes a change, and I do appreciate you giving me a bit of time, John.
No, it's great to see you, mate. Good to see you. You try and enjoy a bit of the sunshine as well, mate.
Well done. I look like a milk bottle.
Me too.
Cheers, John.
Cheers, mate.